Hello everybody. Well, summer is upon us. It was 93 degrees yesterday, maybe even warmer. I know it was definitely hot in the sun. Anyway, it's been very busy here at Millstone Firewood. I've been doing a lot of projects and I apologize, I haven't done very many videos. I've been so busy that I've just needed to get the work done and I just haven't had time to mess with videos. So anyway, let me show you one of the things that I just did. This has been an issue that was bothering me for quite some time. Right there is the new and improved electric conveyor winch. If you look back at some of my older videos where I took my firewood processor to customer sites and had to set up and break down, you remember that I was constantly climbing up and down here, and that was a hand crank winch. And I'll tell you, as I get older, climbing up and down on this thing, that's a pretty good step right there. And there's just no easy way. You got to climb up there and then you got to step up in here. There's nowhere to stand. You're standing on the sharp edges. It's very uncomfortable. So I decided that one of the things I was going to improve on was put an electric winch on. The newer models of these units, they come with an electric winch. I probably could have got that when I bought this. However, as I've said before, you can have anything you want when you buy one of these. But I ran out of money. As I was adding options, I ran out of money. I admit it. So I had to stop somewhere, and one of the things was, I said, well, you know, that's an option. I can live without an electric winch up there. The winch was about $140. It's cheap. You know, it's not the greatest thing in the world. It's a 3,500 pound capacity boat trailer winch. That's all it is. I two-parted the wire. I put a snatch block here. Well, it actually came with a snatch block. It needed an extra shackle because the hook was a little small for that pad eye there. So that gives the wire is a little bit thinner than the other one, so doubled up on the wire. Now the best thing, and you can see, this one is mounted differently. The other winch mounted right to the frame of the machine on that flat vertical plate. This one I had to make a bracket. So I made essentially an L bracket. Took me an entire day to make that bracket because all the bolt holes had to line up exactly. Then after I did that, I realized, you know what? When I start cranking on this conveyor, that L bracket was flexing. It was flexing too much. Now that's 5/16 plate that I used, and it was bending. So I said, well, now I have to make another bracket. So I had to make a reinforcing bracket to provide some extra strength. So now it doesn't flex anymore, which is good. The best part about this, it's remote control. So I no longer have to climb up and down. I can stand on the ground. All I have to do is take the bolts out, and then I can raise and lower it. So this has been, it's a huge help. I'm not going to struggle anymore climbing up and down this thing. So another update, the turkeys, the two hens were sitting on about 15 eggs. Well, about 8 of them hatched. So we had 8 poults running around, and we decided that because we didn't want or need 8 more turkeys, decided to sell them. So we sold them all. I found somebody who was looking to start their own flock of turkeys, and I sold the whole works. I sold both males, I sold the 2 hens, all the eggs, the babies, everything. So they are now gone. No more turkey poop all over the firewood processor, no more turkey poop all over the porch. So my wife is happy. I do miss not having them following me around everywhere, but you know, that they were fun. But the massive amounts of turkey poop, that was a downside. Anyway, so that was another thing that was going on. That thought I'd update you on that. So previous video, I was talking about the Angry conveyor belt, the angle iron bars. I put 2 of them on here. That's helped a lot. It helps get the wood up the conveyor. It still isn't great. What I did last week was I priced out the chain sprockets to start the process of converting this to a chain drive. Those sprockets are about almost $70 a piece, and I need 4 of them to do this. Not to mention about 50 feet of detachable link chain, number 55 chain. That isn't cheap either. I priced it, and probably next few weeks I'm going to order some sprockets, and I've already got the shaft material. So I'm going to get started with that. I'd like to get that done this year. The belt is in pretty good shape, although it is starting to do this. I don't know what that means, if anything. Probably nothing. I don't think it's delaminating, but I'm tired of fighting the wood falling, sliding back down the conveyor when I'm trying to work. I just want it to go up the conveyor and into the trailer and be done and not have to mess around. I want the chute to clear itself. You know, the chute needs to clear itself by itself. As the wood comes out, it needs to catch on the conveyor and go up the conveyor without having me mess around and push it out constantly. So that's a project that's in the works. So I want to show you the wiring. The wiring is, it's a bit of an abomination right now. I got the wire coming over the top here, and I just have it zip tied. What I'm going to do is I got to get some decent wire loom, because I don't like this exposed like it is. I've got it going down here and underneath everything and around. Oh, and by the way, if you're enjoying this, give me a thumbs up. You know, like, subscribe, whatever. Helps. Make some comments. You know what to do. One of the things I want to do is I left myself kind of a service loop here. I think what I'd like to do is put a switch, like a battery switch, in line here, because I'm not a big fan of having this winch directly connected. There's some electronics in that winch, and I'm afraid that if the electronics go bad, well, I don't know. I didn't check it, and maybe I should, to see if it's actually drawing any power while it's just sitting there. I kind of think it is, because when you turn the remote on, it works, which means the circuit board in the winch kind of has to be listening for the remote. So it must be drawing something. It's probably not much to worry about. But anyway, I think I should put a battery and a fuse in line, or at least a battery and a circuit breaker. So right here, this is a circuit breaker, I presume, for the brakes. So I may add another one of these. I do have a spare one of those. I'm going to maybe stick that there and then put some kind of a battery switch in here. I have to figure out what to do there. Another thing that was kind of an annoyance, and this is a tooling issue, these connectors, these are 3/16, 3/8 ring connectors. I don't have the right crimp tool for these. You're supposed to like smash these with like a pin in the middle to really crimp down on the wire, and I don't have the right thing for that. My crimp tool just kind of mashes it, and it just doesn't work real good. So I got to get the right tool for that. Everyone have a great day. More updates to come. Hopefully I'll have some better videos for you later. We'll see you.